Good afternoon. I pray that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. Getting right into things, man. I know that you probably headed to a good service this morning and your pastor, he just wrapping it up.
I'm finished, church. My heart is full right now. I wish I could get it out of my mouth the way I feel it in my heart.
Shake 'em and rock 'em, rock 'em and shake 'em, shake, shake.
Starting to go in. Oh, and he died on a Friday, and then he rose on a Sunday. Today, to be exact. Well, we got a few things that's contradictory to that message on today, man. So I don't want nobody to be offended. I just come to tell the truth today and come to enlighten a few people, man. You dig? And so, first off, Yahshua, Yahusha, Jesus, whatever you want to refer to him as, he was crucified during Passover. And there's various scriptures to support this, but right now we'll just go with a few that you'll see on the screen. John 13 and 1 in particular. Now, why is this contradictory? Because, and stay with me, I'm going somewhere. So Easter was determined by Rome at the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, and it was determined to be the first Sunday after the first full moon following the spring equinox. So typically Easter and Passover do not fall during the same time. Now, why is this important? Simply put, because you're celebrating a pagan holiday. You've been deceived, you've been hoodwinked, and you've been bamboozled. Now, that's what I'm here for. Continuing on, to give a brief overview of how all this is true. Nimrod, who, if you're familiar with pagan culture at all, he's basically the father of all paganism and was worshipped as the sun god, also known to the Hebrews as Baal or even Moloch. Now, idolatry, demon worship, human sacrifice, etc. This is all things that have been associated with pagan culture, and even to this day, it's still, how they really kind of worship all of the pagan gods. Now, Nimrod's mother / wife, I know, yes, you know how the incest rock too. All the foul stuff being paganism, man. But his mother / wife was known as Semiramis. When Nimrod died, she was pregnant, and she told the people that she had an immaculate conception, aka a virgin birth, and that the spirit of Nimrod impregnated her. She told them that she was a goddess that came down to earth from the moon, and a moon egg that fell in the Euphrates River. So she became known to them as the Queen of Babylon, aka Semiramis, aka Madonna or Ishtar. She became known as the moon goddess. So she ended up giving birth to her son Tammuz, which you may know also, and he claims to be the sun god reborn. And you can guess his birthday, which was December 25th, aka Christmas. That's another pagan holiday. We've been hoodwinked and bamboozled again into thinking that this is the birthday of Jesus. My God. But, so yeah, he ended up being killed by a wild boar, and Ishtar became the pagan fertility goddess who originated Easter. Now, stay with me. So Easter, which is originally, it was a sex orgy that celebrated the return of life via the fertility of Semiramis or Ishtar's conception of Tammuz. Now, on the first Sunday after the full moon that followed the spring equinox. Of course, going back to what I originally said, Rome chose this as the day of Easter. And who originally put this in place? Semiramis or Ishtar. Now, how did they worship during Easter? And this is where it gets a little spooky. So they baked cakes to Ishtar like we normally do on Easter. They got drunk. Women laid in the temple and had sex with whoever entered. Babies infants were then sacrificed to these pagan gods. And if you're familiar with the scriptures at all, you know that's how they've always worshipped Moloch and Baal. They sacrificed the firstborn, and you know that's where a lot of people get this Illuminati sacrifice stuff even to this day. To this day. Now, when they sacrifice these babies to the pagan gods, they would then consume the blood of these infants by the worshipers. So they would drink the blood. And you know, if you with the Illuminati stuff, you know they into drinking blood and all that type of stuff, you know. But we're not here to make this conspiracy. We're just going over some of the facts of where a lot of these rumors and things come from, and they still probably practicing to this very day. I'm not in the lure thing, so I wouldn't know. I can only go off of what's historical documents and things to that effect. Now, the priest of Easter would sacrifice these infants, like we said, and then take the eggs of Easter, which was a representation of Ishtar, which represented symbols of fertility, and then they would dye them in the blood of the sacrificed infants. Now, the Easter eggs would hatch on December 25th, 9 months later, to celebrate her son Tammuz. And so, if you're wondering how the Easter bunny got involved in all this and what the eggs mean, I don't know what the Easter bunny eggs ever had to do with Christ. How they just intertwined all these things together and really nobody questions it. You know, we just go on in like it's all gravy, Good Friday, this, that, and the third, man. It's crazy. Now, moving forward, Semiramis also implemented a 40-day period of time of sorrow for each year Tammuz lived. So he lived 40 years, and they have a 40-day period of sorrow to where no meat is eaten during this time. And of course, this is what you have in the Catholic Church, which is known as Lent. Crazy, right? All this stuff is originating from pagan culture, pagan traditions. It's a fool, you know. But in conclusion, the dates don't even make sense. If you look at it, he was in the ground, he rose on the third day. Friday to Sunday is not even 3 days. You know, Yahshua died on a Wednesday and was raised on the Sabbath day. You look at it, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know, well, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then he rose on a Saturday. You know, however you look at it, that would be the correct timing for it. Now, no one questions this. So, you know, just wanted to drop this in as you enjoy your Easter, you're eating your eggs and you're enjoying your ham that represents that wild boy that killed Tammuz. You know, you just giving thanks to Ishtar, the moon goddess, man. Just know that in fact that you are celebrating a holiday. I don't want you to get it confused. If you celebrating it, man, do it in pride, man. But just know you're not giving honor to the Most High in doing that. But you know, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the content. And until next time, everyone under the sound of my voice, be blessed.